good day, guys. Thought I'd come to you today and just show you around a little bit. I'm sitting here in my swing. It's Sunday afternoon, May 16th, 2021. And thought I'd just take you around, show you. I've really, like I say, I've not done much planting. Uh, I've got a something different time. I don't know if it's coming out before this or after this. I hadn't made my mind up yet. But I've already got it uploaded anyway. But uh, looking at my phone here, my camera's going crazy. I can control it with my phone, so I don't know what's going on with it. But anyway, uh, thought I'd just show you a little bit of what we've got going on around here. We're going to walk out to the garden here in just a moment. And but I want to show you some stuff that I've got in the containers. Now, I've only got three things right now coming up. Some of it's just been planted. But guys, the thing is, our nights here have really been cold, and I'm talking unseasonably cold. We're talking down in the low 40s, which is very, very uncommon for May around here. Usually our nights can drop into the 50s, but I have very seldom seen it going into the 30s like I have, and here it is the middle of May. So I don't know, you know, it looks to me like it's going to be a repeat of last year. It may be the 1st of June. And typically, guys, I done got stuff, I've done got corn up by now. I've even seen corn not far from here that's almost a foot tall. So, you know, now that's commercially grown, but anyway, I just thought I'd take a quick look around. I want to show you my cherry tree. I'm thinking about here in just a moment going out and seeing if I can't harvest me some cherries off of it. I'll have to fight the birds. I got to get my step ladder so I can get up in the top of it because there's several up toward the top. But we'll walk out there in a minute and look. So just hold on tight, and we're going to walk around a few minutes. Okay, thought I would just start by showing my knockout rose, and I pruned that back in March, and you can see there's new blooms starting to come out on it. Got a lot there to look at, but those things are so beautiful. I love a knockout rose. Okay guys, those are my Cherokee tan pumpkins. Those seed came from Deep South Homestead. If I think about it, I'll try to put a link to one of the videos that Mr. Danny talks about the Cherokee tan, and its origins go back to the Cherokee Nation, the Cherokee tribe that was here in North Carolina, and primarily in the mountains of North Carolina. And but I'll try to put a link to that. But I'm excited about these. We've got two different ones. I'm gonna try the method that he uses, planting them in a trash pile. I did that last year with some pumpkins, not this kind, but another kind, and guys, they did great. So, okay, these are, I think, guys, these are the celebrity hybrid tomatoes, hybrid celebrity tomatoes. My first year growing these, I'm gonna see how they do. And this is dill. This is the way I do dill. I just put several seeds, like 5 or 6 seeds to each pod, and that's the way I do them. And right there, that's my little pineapple plant that I started from seed back last year, and I finally got it outside. And as you can see, guys, we're gonna walk along. This is just some plants and stuff my son's gonna put out later on. Okay guys, this is what I wanted to show you. And you can see right here, the birds are already pecking at them. But I'm gonna get out here in a minute, and I'm gonna see if I can't get some. They're really not dead ripe yet, but they're close enough for me. A little bit of sugar will go a long way with them. But I'm not sure of the variety. They're not a bean cherry. These are, I've heard a lot of old timers around, they call them a pie cherry, just old-fashioned pie cherry. I don't know. I have seen in the Burgess and Parks and other seed companies like that sell cherry trees. I have seen them call, I think it was called the Montgomery. I'm not 100% certain on that. Maybe some of you guys that know might have an idea of what they could be. And guys, I'm eating them while I'm standing here talking. One thing that I remember as a kid, we knew when these things started getting ripe, school was fixing to be out. But man, they're good. But they're just an old-fashioned pie cherry. That's all I really know. They usually around here, they get ripe around the middle to the latter part of May. And, you know, depending upon your weather. But all the old homesteads, you know, it was not uncommon to see these old cherry trees around homesteads years ago. And I'm sure they can still be found. We got the sprouts to this over at my wife's mom and dad's, and he got the sprout, her dad did, from her grandfather on her mother's side years ago. So I got a sprout from him. Now my grandparents had the same, I think it's pretty much the same tree. And guys, I'm sorry. These things are just too good to pass up. But I'm looking forward to a cherry cobbler with this. So I'm going to have to get out here and get some before the birds get them. So let's walk to the garden a minute. All right, guys, you can see here, and I've got to get in here and do a little chopping and working in it. But this is some peppers. I've got 5 pepper plants, and I've got tomatoes. Those are called Mountain Pride. I never have tried those before. It's something that we had at work, and I thought I'd give it a whirl and see what happened. And a guy gave those, the tall ones that's down on the end there, a guy gave those to my father-in-law, and he gave me some of them. So I thought I'd try them, and I've got to stake them up. And right here we have some beets. I've got just a few. I started those from seed and did them in cups and then just set them out. So we'll see what happens there, but I've got to get in here and work this up again. But just hope it's dry enough. This ground here holds moisture pretty well. You can see I've got a little bit of clover. I'll say something about clover. Clover is a good cover crop to have for fixing your nitrogen on your soil. Okay guys, right here, this is my English peas. I started some in these containers, if you remember way back, and they're just now beginning to bloom. I've not seen any peas put out yet, but hopefully that won't be long. So I really wanted to plant a lot more of these, but I just, you know, with things going on, I just could not do it. So hopefully we'll get just a few off of to eat anyway. All right, guys, this is our blueberries, and you can see this one is simply loaded. I mean, guys, just look. And this is our newest addition. He has a few on him. This is the one here, if you remember, this tree or bush. I pruned this one back in the winter. It doesn't have quite as many as it has had in the past, but I think that may have come just from pruning on it some. But we're still going to get some, so not to be alarmed by that. And our blackberry, I mean not our blackberry, our grapevine, the Scuppernons. I haven't been up there to look at those lately, but we can walk up there real quick. Yeah, this is where the little grapes put out on it. And guys, I've seen this thing just simply, I mean literally covered in grapes before. I don't know what it'll be this year. I hope that we can have a good bumper crop of them, because that juice off of those things, guys, is simply delicious. And so we'll see what happens in the days ahead. These are tame blackberries, and here again, I do not know the variety these are. I just know that they're very well producing. One thing I do to these and the blueberries, I try to put clippings off my yard down here, leaves, things like that. I work that in around them. Plus I put a little bit of fertilizer. I've just been using regular 10-10-10. I'm sure there's probably other things that can be used as well, but they are really starting to bloom. And I'm going to show you something else here in a few days that I've learned, and to get the canes out on them like this one has done this year. This is the biggest I've seen this vine in a long time, and I'm not going to do it just yet, but this is my sprout for next year. These are, I guess you would call these kind of like a biannual or biperennial. I don't know how it would be termed, but that vine grew last year. This vine right here will be next year's vine that'll produce. But what you want to do is come up here and just clip the top out of it, and guys, it'll spread that vine out like this right here. I mean, you'll just have canes going everywhere, and that's what you want. That's where you get your most production off of it at. Okay, thought I'd show you my onions. I don't know how much longer these onions have, but you can see there, that's about golf ball size. This right here would be about tennis ball size. These red onions, that one's pretty good size too right there. But these red onions, they are red Weathersfield onions. That's the name of those. They are a long day onion too, by the way. This is the Walla Walla onion, and it is a long day too. I know Travis with Hoss Tool has mentioned that he likes the Walla Walla onion. But thankfully here in North Carolina, I can grow them. So, a long day will bulb to some degree here in central North Carolina. So, I didn't know how this would be. This is an experiment, guys. So, just thought I would show y'all, if you live here in central North Carolina, we're technically I'm supposed to be in zone 7B. So in case anybody wants to know that. So anyway, that's the way it goes. I've got, this one is seeding, and I've got one of the red ones that is seeding too. So I'd like to get some seed off of those if I could. Guys, I'm down here at my dad's. I'm on my phone right now, but I just thought I would take this video and show you. I'll stick it in with the others that I've made, but this is the Cherokee yellow wax bean that I gave my dad. This is a little row that he planted, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what these do. So just thought I'd show y'all this, and thought I'd show you something else. He's got some potatoes out here. We're gonna walk down there and look at those. Just thought I would show y'all something. I'm not, if you can look over there, you can see just right there, and I'm right here. Guys, how this soil changes color. This is a gray, loamy, limey type dirt right here. I'm not sure what he's got planted. I see a bean or two popping up in there. but I tended this land myself when I was younger. But I wanted to show you his potatoes that are down here. And I just couldn't help but notice them. Those look nice. And I've grew potatoes down here myself. This grows good potatoes right here, guys. I'm not sure how he fertilized them, if he used chicken manure or what he used. But got some nice looking potato plants here. Glad he was able, I know I gave him some seed potatoes. I don't know where he used them at, but they're looking nice. So I just thought I'd stick this in the video, guys. And don't know where I'm going to stick it in at, but if this is the end or the beginning, I don't know. So we'll see. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to finish up here and try to get some more things did around here, you might say. But I hope that we've showed something. Lord willing, I do want to get the rest of that little garden planted out there, and I can hopefully, if I got the time, guys, I want to do some videos on that, just show you how I do things. I've got my squash, and we've got the Yalla straight neck prolific squash that we grow here, and it does great for us. And then we have the national pickling cucumber that I grow. So I'm hoping that we can do that. And I've got some jade bush beans that I want to plant, and then a row of okra as well. And I've got these tomatoes. I don't know when these onions come off. I wish I had some more containers, because that is too rich, what I've got right there for tomatoes by far. But I would love to have me some more containers, and maybe do some tomatoes in that here on the patio. So I don't know, I'm just thinking of ideas to grow, but because I've got limited space here to work with. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all having a good week and learning a lot about growing, and just don't be afraid to step outside the box and try something new. This container garden is something definitely new for me, with these tubs here on the porch. That's something I started last year, and so we're trying to go with that. So anyway, I'm going to get off of here today, and I hope y'all have a great day, and good luck planting, guys. And but just remember one thing: keep the Lord first, and He'll take care of you. So guys, till we talk to you the next time, y'all have a great day, and thank you from Little NC Farmer.